Are you a perfectionist? Do you find yourself constantly beating yourself up because you can't be perfect all the time? Let's talk about that. Hi, I'm Dr. Charlton Hall of the Mindful Ecotherapy Center, and I'm here to talk to you about something today I call the perfection triad. You find yourself beating yourself up because you can't be perfect. You can't meet your own standards, that you're feeling like you're always trying to catch up with what you think you should be doing. The perfection triad has three legs. It's I make the rule, I break the rule, and I punish myself. So if I make the rule that I must be perfect, then I have to be perfect all the time. If I then break that rule by doing something that's not perfect, then I am no longer perfect, and then I tend to punish myself for not being perfect. The problem there is that nobody's perfect all the time. I feel guilty or feel like I'm beating myself up, feel ashamed of myself because I'm not being perfect all the time. Then the good news is that I have three chances to change that. I can break any one of the legs of this triangle of perfection here, and that will change the whole outcome. So first off, I can just make the rule that I don't have to be perfect all the time. And then there's no reason to worry about breaking the rule, and there's no reason to worry about punishing myself by feeling guilty or ashamed. The next is I could break the second leg there, which is I break the rule. And this is what most people try to do. If you make the rule that I must be perfect all the time, then if you're always perfect 100% of the time, then there's no reason to beat yourself up or feel ashamed because you're perfect. Of course, if that worked, you probably wouldn't be watching this video. So even though most people try to be perfect all the time, you're eventually going to break that rule. And that leads to the third and final chance to change things, where we get to the I punish myself part of the whole thing. So I make the rule that I must be perfect, and then I break the rule by not being perfect. I could just choose not to beat myself up or not be all ashamed because I'm not perfect. I could just say, well, everybody makes mistakes once in a while, so I don't have to be perfect all the time. The best thing about perfection is you're the one that gets to decide what perfection is. So, for example, just stop two random people on the street and ask them, what's your idea of the perfect meal? One might say a good steak and a baked potato. Another one might say, oh, a good vegan soup or a good vegan salad. Another one might say buffalo wings. All three of those were different answers, but you asked them all to define their perfect meal. Since you got all three different answers, what does perfect really mean? My perfect meal might not be your perfect meal. So if I'm the one setting the standards about what's perfect for me, then I can change those standards so I can more easily meet them. And then there's no need to punish myself by feeling guilty or ashamed. So that's how you get over the idea of must be perfect all the time. If that sounds like something that's useful for you, I hope you get a chance to practice it. Tell me what you think about it in the comments below, and I look forward to hearing from you. Also, if you have any questions or comments on these videos, or would like to talk about a topic that you'd like to see me address, feel free to leave those in the comments as well, or you can email me at chuck@mindfulecotherapy.com. Talk to you soon.